3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parrish, 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
19 Lions. Come 19. Come 19. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his big wide receiver complete. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Man, that is one fearless wide receiver right there because he knows he's going to take a shot, and he did. That's one of those situations where you know you're going to feel it one way or the other, so you might as well hang on to it, and he does for good yardage.
Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw. Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
I don't need to. 43.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes going up top. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set. Dragon 60. Get up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll find the rookie here from Texas Tech.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up.
Touchdown, Falcons! From 6 yards away.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you
the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Now Mahomes. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
A little juke, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy with career touchdown number 70. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And
they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw here. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can.
This is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, They can be set up with a first and goal.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been... Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Attack, attack! Attack!
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Xavier Worthy.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And some space here. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
That is caught downfield. It's Worthy.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Hey, Ridley! Yellow! Yellow! Select! Easy!
Now here's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Powering his way forward. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chiefs 49, Falcons 21. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the line. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Robinson with another carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Hawk 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
In motion, the tight end.
Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 8 yards out.
And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here now, 2nd and 4.
In motion goes the tight end.
Pacheco gets it up the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown!
Xavier Worthy.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Falcons 42. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go play action here on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Lions. Curve 19. Curve 19. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Eagles. 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Hey, hold on. Let me pause the game real quick, bro. Give me like 1 minute real quick. I'm going to grab something out front. All right. Hey, I'm ready, bro. You ready? Yeah.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy on the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. Yeah, he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 1. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From a yard out. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. This one swung out here to Jones.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Back to throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
20.
Down the sideline he goes.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They're quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3.
Here's Pacheco.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try and run with Pacheco.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Falcons 49. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. And now here is another interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs,